good morning to European country and good evening in Cebu, Philippines, and hello to every single places who is watching in my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about application about visa and what is the meaning of Bonafide. Yes, because a lot of people asking me like, what is Bonafide? Yeah, because that is the most important in your application letter if you are a Bonafide person, right? So my name is Gadie. I am a traveler, mountaineer, freediver, scuba diver, and your tour guide here in Cebu, Philippines. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you have friends who wanted to apply visa abroad and they do not understand what is Bonafide, so you can share this video for their information. I've been traveled to many countries like in all around Europe countries and also all Asian countries. I've been to many places. So I've been traveling all around outside Philippines. So I can tell how many visas in my passport as a tourist visa. Well, I would like to tell you that um, upon submitting of your application form, the first is the intent letter. And of course, in the intent letter is that after, the first page is your application form, and then the second is your intent letter, and then your Xerox passport, and then what you are saying in your intent letter, it should be at the back side of that paper because that is the evidences that you are going to submit. And one of them is in your intent letter is the Bonafide. So, am I Bonafide as a tourist to apply a tourist visa to the other country? So Bonafide means are you a capable person to support yourself? Do you have evidences that you are a bona fide person? Yes, so pag-uusapan natin ito. So, upon applying visa, they will always check if you are bona fide. It means if you can afford to support yourself upon traveling, your expenses. So, um, since are you a bona fide person, it means are you a qualified person. It means, in other words, that bona fide means are you capable to support yourself, and also are you capable to support yourself not to become TNT in other countries, and you need to go back. You have a deep or a big reason to go back here in Philippines. So they are looking for these evidences that you are a bona fide person. So according to my experiences upon applying tourist visa, in my intent letter there, I always say that I have this business. I was a tour guide. So when you say you have business, of course, you need to attach your ITR. Yes, latest ITR. And then, yeah, after that, your bank account, certificate of your bank account, at least 6 months. Yes, previous 6 months. And then you have to support these documents in your application letter in the letter of intent. O, di ba? So, pag sinasabi mo, what is your work? I'm a corporate secretary. So if you say so in your intent letter that you are a corporate secretary, this is the evidences, one of the evidence that you are going back to Philippines because you're a corporate or secretary or you have a job. So what you gonna do, you need to ask a certificate from your company of where you work with. So, and also a file leave that you are on leave, or maybe and then at least minimum of 3 years to 5 years. So they will think that you are really stable in that company. So yeah, and then they will believe you that you are really working. And yeah, and then pay slip, you need to attach also your pay slip. And if you have a car, yes, the OR of your car that you bought it. And if you have land also, then you have to support this one to those people who is traveling alone. And then you they can really tell that you have the reason to come back because you have a work here. You're only having a holiday abroad, right? So this is what I can tell you about Bonafide. So to Bonafide also, if your friends is inviting you to visit their place, let your friend also make the letter and then letter to testify, to witness that you are you are a bona fide person. You are like working on that possession, on that company, because they need witnesses, yes, for that to testify that hey, you are really going back to Philippines. All right. So for Asian countries like Singapore, Malaysia, in Bali, Thailand, China, in Taiwan, I never experienced such questions that horrible questions if you are going back in the Philippines, because these countries, they are free visa countries for the Filipinos. Yes, so this Bonafide, if you're going to apply in European country outside of Asian country, of course, this is the number one that they are going to see. So if you can support, but I suggest that your bank account, it should be 5 years old and above. Yes, and you have the maintaining balance of 100,000, and then you must have flowing money. Flowing money means that tomorrow you withdraw 50,000, the next day you deposit 5,000, the next day you withdraw 3,000, the next day you deposit 2,000, the next day you withdraw 500 pesos, 100 pesos, and the next day you deposited, let's say 15,000, 20,000, or 6,000, 3,000, 1,000 pesos. So that is a flowing money. And then yeah, so it means there are lots of activities going on in your bank account. Yes, so they're going to call the bank also. So upon submitting with your documents, you have to wait like 3 months. Yes, because you are going to sign a documents that they have a right and authority to check your bank also if it's true or not. So be aware. So for the Filipinos and other countries, we are very well known that we are sig tago tago ba. Yeah, that is the weakness of the Filipinos. Aminin mo na. Kaya nangyayari yan. Kaya meron tayong bad records dyan. So that's why hinahanapan talaga. But if you have a person, friends inviting you to visit their place, make it sure also that they are submitting their bank certificates or their ITR, yes, and then their passport copy, complete documents. Also, that if they are renting, of course, the list of the rental agreements, so that there is no questionable in your documents when you submit it. So this is what I'm going to tell you guys about the Bonafide. So it means it is a certificate that witnessing you are a bona fide person, that you are going to go back here in the Philippines, because there are many valuable things here in Philippines that you need to go back and hindi ka mag ano, TNT, tago ng tago. O, di ba? So, if you have questions, also, please write it down or make a comment below, share it to your friends. So, to those people who do not, what are you going to submit? It's must all original. Yes, original, and then Xerox it, because they will check the original, and then you can just submit the Xerox copy, but they will check first the original if it's really true or not fake, or they can really detect it because they have a violet UV light to check all the signatures. Yes, so be careful. And um, to those people who do not have birth certificate, well, even to your children, if you are a mother or a father watching right now my videos, I advise you that um, get a passport first for your children. That is the best gift, because if there is some if there is a problem in on their birth certificate, sa mga sa birth certificate nila, kung mayroong problema, then it's really good na masettle na habang maaga pa. So, kukuha ka pa lang. So, ngayon, mayroong inilabas na bagong batas si Presidente Rodrigo Duterte that free na ang processing, free na ang ilang letters. So, yan. So, mas maganda na yung mga anak ninyo ay correct spelling sa mga birth certificate nila, yung form 137 sa school nila, yung cards nila. Kasi napaka-importante yan sa identity ng isang bata o sa isang tao. In the future, you do not know. Napupunta pala sila ng Singapore, ng Europe, Switzerland. Yeah, so at least hindi na sila magkakaproblema. So, kung yung anak ninyo ay nasa uh, elementary or prep pa, asikasuhin nyo na yung birth certificate. Kasi minsan, yung mama, ang spelling ng name sa kanilang ina ay hindi tama. So, another headaches na naman yon sa father nila, sa last name, middle name. Ang dami-daming problema. So, yan palang asikasuhin na natin. So, in the next video of mine, I will talk about that one again. And as you can see in my YouTube channel, I always answer all your questions individually. So, yeah. So, anybody who is watching me right now from my subscribers, so that is what I can tell you, and according to my experience, that number one that they are looking for in your application letter and intent letter is if you are going to apply a tourist visa abroad, if you are Bonafide. So in Bonafide, remember, it is a witnessing for yourself that you are going back to the Philippines. So remember, you need to have a supporting documents, means that you can get a certificate. For example, you are a secretary, get a certificate of that secretary, and leave form, that you are just filing a leave, and you are having a holiday somewhere else, somewhere in abroad, something like that. So yeah, so if you have questions, do not hesitate to write it down, share, and like. And to those parents who are watching right now, you can bring your family abroad, of course. Especially in Asia countries, it's very easy to travel right now. So yeah, so malay mo in the future, yung mga anak ninyo gusto nilang mag-abroad. So, this is the time for you parents to correct their birth certificate. Yes, because, it is really good that ang documents nila ay maayos na habang maaga pa para wala naman silang poproblemahin. Besides, that is the responsibility of the parents to correct their birth certificate. Ayusin niyo naman, maawa naman kayo sa anak ninyo. Pinanganak niyo yan eh. Bakit hindi niyo bibigyan ng tamang dokumento ang mga anak ninyo? Yes, responsibility yan ng mga parents to correct the documents of your children habang bata pa sila. Make it sure na yung birth certificate, pangalan, complete pangalan nila ay magkapareha. Kasi kagaya ko, ang daming problema sa birth certificate ko. And then, so on, so on, so on, so on, and more, more. But I thank the Lord for everything because His plan, Jeremiah 29:11, His plan is to prosper me. Yes. So, what dyan mag-ingon ang Ginoo nga my plan for you is to put you down? No way. The plan of the Lord for me and for my life is to prosper me. So, the same din for you guys. The plan of the Lord for you is to prosper you. Yes, na maging successful kayo, makarating kayo sa ibang bansa, makapagtapos kayo ng pag-aaral ninyo. Yes, that is the promise of the Lord according to His word that He is declaring it in the Bible and the Word of God that His plan for you is to prosper you and give you a good or a bright future. Alright, so my name is Gadie once again, Gadie Bakali. I am a freediver, tour guider, mountaineer, traveler, and your tour guide here in Cebu, Philippines. Thank you very much for watching to my YouTube channel.